Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video where today we continue our quest to reach the epitome of iRacing skill, the fabled 10k iRacing. However, as I'm sadly not the fastest person in the world, my goal is to achieve 10,000 iRating across all 4 divisions combined. We are currently at this iRacing level, and can we continue to move closer to our goal? Let's do this thing. Well, back then once again here on iRacing. This week out we're here in the Toyota GR86 Cup Series from Watkins Glen Classic. So it means we've got basically the Watkins Glen circuit without the without the bus stop chicane there, as the leader has gone tremendously early through the final couple of turns. That has absolutely taken me by surprise. Okay, certainly a bit of a brave strategy, but maybe we'll get penalised because he's jumped the safety car before the start line there.
15
but
minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Well, there we go. That might have made turn 1 ever so slightly less dramatic than we would expect it to be, and maybe has spread out the field immediately there, as we're immediately going to pick up a 1x. Kind of accepted my fate. Oh no, we're going to slow down as well for it. That's not so good. I thought I was going to accept my fate.
Down, give back some time.
And just pick up the 1x there. Didn't realise you can now get slowdowns as we make our way out onto the back straight then, so we're going to have to let most of the other cars by. And yeah, this track is really all about the slipstream.
Right side.
We had pace in qualifying to get all the way up into P2 there, but unfortunately just made a little bit of a mistake there, as we're going to get a big old squeeze, and now we need to try and get rid of the rest of the delta. There we go, so we can now go racing. So not the ideal start then to this race, but fingers crossed we can try and keep it clean and tidy. Of course, we've got the rain coming to the sim in a couple of days' time, literally now. Then so
clear left.
Car left. Really looking forward to that, and obviously want to try and get more seat time in ready for when the rain appears. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you get yourself subscribed as well. Because yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of content with that over the course of next season, of course, before F1 24 releases, which I'm sure, as always, will be the main game of choice over the summer. But yeah, already then, looks like the field has kind of split out into a couple of separate groups then. Those 2 cars going for a spin has really actually split everyone up there. I think the top 2 might have broken away a little bit as well, as we got this guy behind me. Whoa, trying to look for moves. KFC car there gets a big moment, so we make our way in towards the final couple of turns. Yeah, luckily this penultimate corner is completely flat out there, and pretty comfortably flat as well, even with the compromised line on the entry. But yeah, I mean, it's Watkins Glen in a low power car. It is all about just keeping the speed off the corners, maintaining momentum everywhere around this venue. So of course that is going to be the ultimate goal today then.
Come on, man. This is
we only lost 2 places on the opening lap then, so could have been a whole lot worse there. As the guy behind me going for a spin? No, that was just a little bit of desync. Seems to be struggling a little bit today.
The guy ahead is Hodgkinson
as well, so hopefully that's not going to be too big of an issue. Is it worth leaving it in 4th gear up the hill? The guy behind might have lumped it up at a 5th a little bit earlier there, as we're going to try and get as much slipstream as we possibly can there. KFC car trying to find moves, and clearly Callan in front desperately wants to try and make sure neither of us get too much of the toe either, as we're going to be very close in towards Carousel. And we try and find some room to manoeuvre. We might actually be able to get a bit of a run on Callan as well. No, we won't. We'll absolutely get nowhere left to run in towards the next corner there. KFC car though runs a little bit deep. So luckily I haven't lost anything, I haven't gained anything. Is trying to swing across me. Trying to claim as much of that slipstream as he can. And we will squeeze around the outside, but it's all for nothing. As we'll compromise our run off the corner. And this is what I mean about the slipstream and how just valuable it is here. You can see they're trying to defend 1 spot. It's going to mean we lose 2. So yeah, just want to try and pick and choose our battles over the course of today. Try and find an avenue around the outside this time round of Nicholas as well there. But yeah, this kind of car on this kind of track really can deliver some absolutely brilliant battles as well. Of course, yeah, it is very much the case that once you've lost the slipstream to the group in front, you aren't ever getting it back. So I think already early on, unless we get some craziness happening, we might be confined to P5 at best here, as I seem to be a little bit earlier on the brakes than a lot of people in front. That time around it's definitely cost me though.
6.6.
As yeah, everyone I think trying to stay in the tow of Bart at the front. Side by side back in towards turn 1. Hopefully we can be able to try and capitalise on that.
Nice and smooth.
Make sure we keep the car just on the curb. And yeah, well, with these two going side by side, this will give us a big opportunity to try and maybe get a run and maybe make it 3 wide by the time we get up the hill there. KFC car again, desperate for some tow. So we will just try and find wherever there is some room here, getting a big old run. We'll try and give him a bit of a push. Don't want to unsettle him. We did lift out of the throttle slightly,
hold your line,
so we didn't completely turn him.
Still there.
So I can just see KFC car again. Doesn't want to give me any room. Oh,
still there.
That's sometimes the NASCAR experience coming into play.
Left
Let's
side.
try and hold it tidy through carousel. Looks like we were the only one that did. So we'll gain a couple of nice spots there. Quite easy. Is he going to try and keep the nose down the inside? Yes, he is. Whoa, we will have to jump out of the way there. Get a 0x again.
Clear left.
Just kind of hoped that at some point he'd give me some room. I mean, this is, yeah, a lot of battles going on early on. We'll try and make sure we get back to the apex here.
Left side, clear left.
Well, Callan clearly desperate to try and defend as many places as possible.
He's still there.
See if we can try and get a run, though.
Still there.
Oh, come on.
Hold your line.
Which way is he going?
Still there.
Really just defending everything with all his
Still
worth,
there.
like his life depends on it.
Still there.
This is fantastic, though, early on.
Hold your line.
Oh,
Clear
not
left.
when I do that, though. Way
On
too
your
deep.
Left
I'll
side.
lose 1, probably 2 again.
Still there.
Oh, what a race this is, though. Brilliant fun.
Clear left. Clear left.
Whoa. That's the guy there in front. Yeah, still struggling
Left
a little
side,
bit
clear left.
with the...
That's a new fastest lap for Hill.
yeah, just struggling a little bit.
06.0.
Yeah, I don't know why we seem to be having so many internet problems today. Haven't had any issues uploading videos or in qualifying or practice, but as soon as we get into the race, of course, that's when it all likes to go a little bit funny then, as everyone with their own lines through turn 1. We, I think, are going to have one of the better ones, though. Straight back down the inside of Nicholas off the corner. And now this time around we're a little bit further back, so we might have more room to manoeuvre with these two just in front there if we can carry some good speed off the corner. Might be able to get a little bit closer, but I don't actually know if on iRacing whether when you kind of ghost out for a second, whether you lose the slipstream or anything like that. So we'll see what kind of run we can get. Maybe trying to look to the inside. No, again.
Still there.
Callan will send it in, but again will run himself way too deep through the corner. So we'll try and keep it tidy on the inside, make sure we give him some room.
He's still there.
Oh, I think we're 3 wide.
Hold your line.
No one willing to back out of it still.
Still there.
Great. And I've been thrown at all.
Left.
I've got no idea what's happened there. But I think I've absolutely eaten the barrier. What on earth was that? Do you get a fast repair in this? Yes, we do.
Clear left.
We'll have to have a look at that after the race. But that is a huge, huge shame then. I'd certainly give him enough room, but just car on the outside there. Car on the inside even got completely thrown at me. And, well, in a race where we were one of the highest ranked cars going in, I think we are in big, big trouble. Gonna lose even more iRating. Really just, whoa. Do not seem to have the luck at the moment. As we'll try and not... Oh, yeah, we've got 2x for spinning. But, yeah, I think this one is going to be now... Is anyone else going to have any errors? But, yeah, that is a huge, huge shame for me. Can we even turn left? There's not many of them on this track, but definitely quite a few on the final few corners. Oh, come on. Oh, no. What an absolute disaster. What an absolute disaster. So, like I said, we'll take a look at that one after the race. But are we now basically going to finish last in this? Are we going to see if there's any more chaos a little bit later on? Only time will tell. Need to try and get the fuel and the tyres off of the pit stop as well. Don't want to lose any unnecessary time with that. Oh, nudge the wall as well, apparently. Get a 2x for that.
Flag. We'll need to pit to serve the penalty.
Oh no, I've got a penalty as well. Dearie me. Right, where is our pit box? Yeah, I think we might be out of this one. I think we might be in real trouble. And we have made it back out onto the track then, and well, we've still got one more guy behind me, so I guess we've got to try and preserve our iRacing as best as possible. Dorian up the road, 28 seconds clear. Yeah, unless he's got some big problems. I don't see a way in which we close this back up. So we have been rather screwed there. We'll try and take a look at what happened after the race. But yeah, now we are kind of fighting just on the off chance that someone else gets wrecked. We're making our way then through the final couple of corners. We're not going to gain anything else from this, but hopefully it'll mean that my SR has taken a slightly less significant hit. Although whenever you get a 4X in a D-license race, you're always in for a lot of pain at the end of the day there. But yeah, we'll take a quick look at the incident as well. And we'll go have a look at our final race results. But rounding our way through the final corner, are we going to be able to set a new PB on the very last lap? We've set a 2:07.2 so far. This is going to be a 2:07.1 when all is said and done there. It goes to showcase the pace we did have in the car, even without the slipstream from other runners there. But yeah, let's go take a look at that incident, just see what on earth happened. Well, this really develops then a whole lot earlier on there. You can see Callan goes to the inside as we make our way up the straight. We've actually got a big old run on the pair of them, so we're going to try and move through. See, oh, we only make it too wide there. We're still side by side with the KFC car. Callan fires it in. For whatever reason, could not get the line right on carousel there. KFC car gives me a lot more room than I was ever expecting. But then we do go 3 wide temporarily. I'm still on the outside there. KFC car comes in, gets a little bit of a wobble. Callan drives through him, and we just eat the barrier in that one. It looks like Callan also gets taken out, and then the KFC car again goes and picks up even more damage for his troubles. Does Callan actually drive through him, though, or is it just the KFC car that gets a little bit of a wobble by himself? We go cockpit cam. We'll see if we can try and listen as to whether he lifts out of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's just a tiny bit of sort of desync again there with that, but I don't know. I think maybe the KFC card looped it by himself beforehand and just kind of, yeah, Dorian there just, I think, maybe got a bit too excited on the inside, chucked it in way too early down to third. Oh, he brought it into second. Okay. Yes, that was all on Dorian then. Yeah, completely ruined my race. Picked up... Did he pick up steering damage as well? Yeah, I think he's picked up steering damage there, but still was somehow... it's because I obviously got the drive-through, wasn't it? Still ended up 32nd up the road there. So that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, let's go take a look at the damage done to my iRating. Oh, well, it is a poor, poor sight there. Minus 0.28 SR does leave us on the fabled 2.12. And minus 81 iRating as well. There is going to bring us down to just under 1,500. So yeah, real disaster. When all is said and done there. I mean, yeah, had we not got the drive-through, we would have beaten out Dorian by the end of that one there, and happy, of course, that we carried on running so we wouldn't lose the extra spot to Angus. But yeah, real shame that one. Felt like we deserved a whole lot more. Thank you all so much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and yeah, we will return very soon with more iRacing content.